What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro, back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got supposed special counsel Jack Smith finding himself in even more trouble with his Trump cases, guys. We know we've seen Jack Smith showing his personal and political interest within his Trump cases by trying to rush all these entities like he is above the legal process, guys, and due process of the court system. Trying to, push Trump cases out before he gets elected in 2024. It's not happened. We've seen Judge Eileen Cannon down in Florida, shutting him down and slamming the door on him at every stop. Now we've got Jack Smith trying to push to rush the Supreme Court once again. We already seen him rushing them with the immunity process in the Trump case. Now we've got him trying to rush them again, and once again he's getting slapped in the face by the Supreme Court, and this time it's bad, guys. I'm excited to get into this one and see exactly what the extent of the repercussions for Jack Smith trying to rush the court system once again. So we're gonna get straight into the clip, and I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. Definitely stick around to the end. See, guys, get my thoughts on the back end, and also so YouTube pushes this video out, definitely stick around until the end for your boy. But yo, let's get straight into it. Before we do that though, make sure you guys hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for that journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Illegally appointed Jack Smith. I know it sounds far-fetched. It's true. Do your research. Look it up. Was he even appointed legally by Merrick Garland? He is trying to rush the Supreme Court into quick, get into panic over Trump. And the Supreme Court, I believe they're not going to buy any of this. They're going to say, shut up, kid. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug Tenaple. This is where all the happy patriots are. As we watch Jack Smith flop sweat into complete failure. I've gathered up a bunch of quotes to make my case. All I ask from you is a subscribe and a watch. You guys have all been doing that pretty dang well. I have no complaints. First, we're going to go to Byron York on Twitter. Why does Jack Smith keep urging courts to speed up the Trump trial without mentioning that he, Smith, is racing to try, convict, and sentence Trump before the November 5th election? He acts like, oh, this is just like every other case. Remember that? They go like, no man is above the law. We treat him equally under the law. No, you speed up under Trump because he's a candidate. They're pushing. That's Jack Smith's whole agenda, speed up. Trump's whole agenda is slow down. Justice, the wheel turns slow, my friends. By the way, on the January 6th defendants, they're all going, slow down. Don't try any of these guys. Leave them to rot in prison without a trial. We'll let those go as many years as possible. But Trump, go. Under the same charges, the same January 6th charges of obstruction. Smith's new filing says the public has a compelling interest of unique national importance in speedy trial, but leaves out the fact that defendant is leading candidate for the presidency this November. Little does Jack Smith know, but he would run afoul of the Justice Department guidelines that contradict him and say federal prosecutors and agents may never select the timing of any action, including investigative steps, criminal charges, or statements for the purpose of affecting any election. That's why Jack Smith will not come out and say it. Look, we got to hurry up because an election is coming, because he would breach that. But at least that would be telling the truth. Good one, Byron York. Let's move on to Greg Price. Jack Smith just filed a motion urging the Supreme Court to let Donald Trump's J6 trial proceed without further delay. He says that a delay would, quote, frustrate the public interest in a speedy and fair verdict and cause, quote, serious harm to the government and the public. What do you think of that? Does he have a case? Well, let's continue with Greg Price. In what world does the public interest in a trial and, quote, harm to the government outweigh the rights of the accused? So see, they don't want to panic into folly if it's going to breach Trump's rights as a citizen. Here's the legal document. He has no entitlement to a further stay while seeking discretionary review from the court. Delay in the resolution of these charges threatens to frustrate the public interest in the speedy and fair verdict, says Jack Smith. a compelling interest in every criminal case, and one that has unique national importance here, as it involves federal criminal charges against a former president for alleged criminal efforts to overturn the results of the presidential election, including through the use of official power. So that's Jack Smith's best case. Here's a little bit more. Here, applicant's request falls for two interrelated reasons. First, he cannot show the requisite likelihood that the court would reverse the judgment and sustained his extraordinary claim of absolute immunity. And second, the serious harm, this is Jack Smith's claim, remember, to the government. Come on, you're going to seriously harm the government? I highly doubt it. This is just a really thin excuse for Jack Smith, who's a fraud. Here's Buzz Lightyear. The defendant has the right to a speedy trial. That would be Trump, not the prosecution. Jack Smith's power-hungry thug. I hope the SCOTUS smacks him down hard. That's true. The speedy prosecution is to keep you from someone accusing you of something and then having you just hold on forever while they figure out a court case. It's made for the defense, not the prosecution, to hastily prosecute anyone. And then here's Sean Ross Callahan. There is no, quote, public interest in a speedy verdict. That's a made-up notion without basis in the Constitution, cooked up by just to get Trump. We agree. And then here's the great Julie Kelly. Jack Smith came so close as ever to admitting a verdict is necessary before Election Day, which again would expose him if he ever actually told the truth about his agenda. What Smith avoids, but the court knows, is Department of Justice is on a collision course as at Supreme Court. Oral arguments should be held in March or April related to reversal of Department of Justice's use of 1512C2 obstruction of an official proceeding. That's the Enron case they brought in from 2007 to use against the J6 defendants. And that's the collision course they're trying to avoid. That count represents half of Smith's paltry indictment of Trump in D.C. Even if the court denies emergency stay and the D.C. trial proceedings restart, there's a possibility the Supreme Court could rule against the Department of Justice on 1512C2 in May or June, which would foil half of their charges against Trump because they're trying to get him on those same that Enron deep excavation they tried throwing up against him for his alleged obstruction. Smith is hoping for a quick conviction. Supreme Court eventual opinion on 1512 be damned. I think this accounts for as much of Smith's desperation as the election. And then finally, we're going to wrap with good old Tom Cotton. Jack Smith is an unhinged zealot. 2 months ago, he said it was, quote, of imperative public importance for the Supreme Court to take Trump's case because, quote, only this court can definitively resolve it. And then now he's flip-flopped, all in a rush to convict Trump before the election, a blatant violation against Department of Justice rules on election interference. Smith should be removed and disciplined. That's Tom Cotton, guys. Let's open up a case against Jack Smith, just like we opened up a case against Fannie Willis.
Yo, there we have you guys, coming from our friend Doug in Exile. Definitely going to be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those of you who want to go over there and check that out. Also, for you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug some love. Jack Smith is in a sweaty panic frenzy, guys, with the way the walls are closing in on him right now. We're all pointing towards and leaning in on Jack Smith, showing his personal and political interests and speeding up this Trump case, guys. He's trying to get Trump convicted before the election day. I promise that's what we've been saying this whole time. All it's going to take is for Jack Smith to cross that line one time, and he's been teeter-tottering. We seen him right here in that clip Numerous articles teeter-tottering on whether or not, why he's trying to speed up this case. He's saying that there's public interest in making sure that, Trump is prosecuted before election day. But no, that's not what's going on, guys. We know there's no public interest. This is all personal interest, personal and political, from Mr. Jack Smith and his appointee, Mr. Merrick Garland. Supposed special counsel Jack Smith shouldn't even be able to be in that spot right now to persecute Trump. But then again, here we go with this corrupt legal system. Jack Smith's interest in this case should be pretty apparent just based off of his appointment by Merrick Garland. His whole seat of special counsel, Mr. Supposed Special Counsel Jack Smith's whole job was created by Merrick Garland in order to take down Trump. His position was created to go after Donald Trump, and that's exactly what he's been doing. Jack Smith's hurrying of all these cases should be a clearance, blatant indicator that he has political and personal interests. This almost all seems, solely based off of election interference purposes, coming from Mr. Jack Smith. And now we've got, the Supreme Court hot on his trail. He's trying to rush them once again, and Jack Smith had better be careful with what he's saying. He almost crossed the line when he said it's the public that wants Trump prosecuted before November 5th election day. But this is not the truth at all, guys. We all know the truth, and we can see straight through it. We just seen District Attorney Fani Willis over in Fulton County, Georgia, with a huge slip up, all of her dirt being aired out. All it's going to take for one slip up from Jack Smith, and this all could go upside down on top of his head. And it's already pretty much there. Jack Smith is at a standstill with his cases. And that's a win for Trump. As long as these cases aren't moving forward, Jack Smith is losing, guys, and Trump is winning, guys. Definitely up in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Jack Smith trying to rush the U.S. Supreme Court once again, guys. We've seen him trying to rush Judge Eileen Cannon. She is not going forward, and I would think an entity like our Supreme Court would not go for Jack Smith trying to rush this either. So definitely up in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Where you guys think Jack Smith is going to try to take this next? Because, this isn't the last stop for him. He's going to pull out all the stops in order to get Trump. Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button, guys. Share this to as many Facebook friends as possible. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. Does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy. And also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next one.